Welcome back to a little D&D, everybody. Cult of the Dragon, a D&D adventure. We left off last time with a little adventure in the snow. We had a little bit of a time jump there. You proceeded to take out another little camp of the dragon cult. Upon doing that, you found a message that instructed the cultists to take whatever supplies they have to Baldur's Gate before a certain date. And you sort of surmised, based on some information that you have, in addition to some more information in the note, that they are taking the supplies somewhere north via the tradeway. And you know that there is a caravan that runs along that route multiple times during the year, during the good seasons. So you guys decided to head towards Baldur's Gate, and that is where we will pick things up. It has taken you several months to get here. You probably ran into a few more cultists, cleaned them out as you made your way here, and spring, or I guess I should say early spring, has come to the Sword Coast, and we're going to pick up with you guys entering the southern part of Baldur's Gate a day and a half before the date that was in the note that you found. So yeah, right now, go ahead.
I just had one question. Did we go back and touch base with Jalen's contacts?
I'm not going to answer that just yet.
Okay. I was just checking. I didn't know in that time that we'd passed if we'd actually went there and then on our way back this way, or we hadn't. So I was just asking. No worries.
Yeah, I'll just say that I'm brewing a plan with that. So.
All right, sounds good.
So yeah, the three of you ride into the outer city on your horses/ponies. I'll say it's pretty early in the afternoon. The city is bustling. So as you guys enter, is there anything you wanna do? What are you thinking?
We should probably visit a shop and sell some of our stuff and see if we can buy any upgrades.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. We still got that wand. I didn't get a chance to look at it anymore, but maybe we have somebody else take a look at it and see if we can find out more, maybe.
I don't think I really have anything directly to do in such a big city.
Got any ideas on maybe find some contacts or something?
I was thinking we could probably try and contact the Emerald Enclave. I know they'd be operating in the city, but maybe not directly. See if we can get more news, and maybe report what we have, add to the news, I guess.
What part of the city are they out of?
I wouldn't know. I've never been to Baldur's Gate before.
Yeah, I haven't either. It's pretty
I just know that in bigger cities they operate, but maybe not in a designated location, more of a, side area, or, just not, I guess discreetly would be a better term for it.
So you're saying we're gonna find them in some back alley. Are you sure they're not criminals?
Not necessarily in a back alley, just more discreet. You know, they're not going to be waving flags saying they're the Emerald Enclave, and they're not going to have a big sign above their door, that type of thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. But maybe we can check out a tavern or something. Usually can get some information, if you know what I'm talking about.
You just want to you just want to get drunk.
I'm not the one that gets drunk.
I don't get drunk either.
It was one time.
Yeah, and that's what they all say. That's what they all say when they have a problem. All right, let's find a shop so you can sell your stuff at.
So as you guys are slowly riding through the outer city, you ride past a small boy standing on top of a barrel. He's maybe 8 years old or so, and he's yelling, "Selling maps of Baldur's Gate, 1 silver each. For any newcomers."
That's a scam, right?
Most likely. But you talk to a good scam artist, they're gonna know the lay of the town, though, true.
Fair enough.
I think this is your realm, Gex.
All right. So Gex is gonna kind of, I would kind of imagine Gex is kind of trailing a little bit behind, but close enough to where Jonathan and Jalen are all talking to him. So he's going to kind of make his way over towards the boy. I would imagine if he's on a barrel, Gex could probably stay on his pony and almost be almost eye level, perhaps. So.
Sounds about right.
Selling maps, are you?
Yes, sir.
Don't mind that sir stuff. I appreciate it, but you don't have to worry about that. So, what's the deal with the map? What all is gonna show me?
It shows all of the locations around the city. You want to take a look at it?
How much is it?
1 silver. I got a whole bunch of them here.
1 silver. Okay. I got a question for you though. How about I give you a 5 silver, and you help me out with a little more info?
Oh, I can try. I don't know that much.
Hey, you are a remarkable lad. I'm sure of it. Smart salesman like yourself. You made a sale right here with me. I'm sure you've heard some things been going on in town, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, how about this? Maybe I give you this silver for the thing, right? And I give you 2 more silver, right? That's 3 silver. And then you hear some more news. Maybe you think of old Gex will be around in the town for a while. And maybe you'll make your way, giving us some more information about the town and such. You know, for new people coming in.
Where can I find you? I'm not supposed to leave the outer city. It's where I live.
Right. Gotcha. So, any sort of drinking establishment around here? I'm sure you heard about something around here. I know you probably don't go into any of those establishments. I would hope not.
Yeah, there's a bunch here on my map, and he's like, This I've heard this one is good. The smiling boar.
Island Boar, huh? You recommend this one?
I guess.
But you guess or you don't know? Come on, kid. Do you recommend this one? This is a good one.
Yeah, sure.
Or is there another spot maybe you recommend more? And give them a 3 silver then.
I mean, there's the elf tavern, but I don't know about you. I don't really like elves. They're kind of weird.
Yeah, I agree with that. They are kind of weird.
I don't
Those
know.
funky ears.
I've never been there, but if they do have a smiling boar, I'd like to see it.
All right, I'm gonna take you up on it. I'm gonna go to the Smiling Boar. If they have a Smiling Boar, I'll tell you about it. And if you have any news, maybe look for Gex. We'll probably be around the Smiling Boar. How about that?
Okay.
All right, yeah. So, show me up. Where is it on the map here?
Yeah, and he like kind of points to it as he's like handing you the map, and it's on the far like west side near the the temples.
Okay. Anything else besides the Smiling Boar and that funky elf tavern?
I don't think so.
Alrighty. Thanks a lot, kid.
Okay, bye.
Okay, that cost me 3 silver. I don't think that's much information, but he did tell me about a couple taverns. He didn't care too much for the elf tavern, so got something against elves. I don't know what. Anyway, he said the Smiling Boar. Maybe go to that one. So
I did say that he was a scam artist.
oh yeah, 100%. I mean, well, maybe not to me either, kid. Usually a scam artist is gonna try to get you to go to a certain place. He kind of recommended one, but wasn't very insistent. So maybe he's just selling papers. I don't know. But
So-
I got the map anyway.
Yeah. So Gex, as you look at the map, you notice that it's actually a really good map. It is actually really detailed, and it does
Whoa.
show all the locations of like all the major things around the town.
Whoa, this kid should be a cartographer. This one site, pretty good. And kind of after he looks at it, kind of surprised by how he shows it to Jonathan and Jalen so they can see it.
So where do you think we should head? Do you think the Elf Tavern might know where Jalen's contacts are?
Maybe, I don't know.
Druids would probably be more likely to know where the Emerald Enclave was.
He did mention by the Smiling Boar, there's some temples and stuff. Maybe, I don't know. All right, is the kid still there?
Yeah. I don't know I don't know how far you've moved from him, but he's continued to like try and sell maps as people ride by.
I thought we were kind of stopped anyway. Just kind of. Anyway, get to the kind of company. Hey, kid, I forgot to ask. On that map, does it show any like stores or kind of establishments for goods and such? Sell, maybe.
As you ask that, he looks at the map himself and he's like, Yeah, a couple, I think.
Cool. No, you recommend anybody not gonna give a fair price on stuff?
Let's see. What was the one my cousin worked at? Was it the Low Lantern? Or was that another one of those drinking places?
Wait, you're not sure if it's a drinking place or a shop? Okay. Your cousin have a name?
Easton. I think maybe he worked at a shop near the Lantern place. Maybe that's what it was.
Right, a shop near a lantern place. The lantern place is the drinking itself. Okay, got it. Thanks, kid. All right, we'll be in touch, okay? And so Gex and I goes back over, catches up with Jonathan Jalen. Hey, got a potential on a shop near a lantern drinking establishment. Cousin named Easton. The kid's just a wealth of information.
Well, that's good. That'll allow us to sell anything we have and do those upgrades that we talked about possibly trying to get.
Yeah. On the map, did it have a lantern establishment? You guys see that? You got the map right now, so.
Well, there's a Low Lantern establishment down by the pier.
Nice. That'll be it. I say we go near there, see if we can find a shop there.
Sounds.
So I'll just have you guys move your icons on wherever you want to go. So you decide to cross the bridge through Wormer's Crossing.
We have no icons.
Oh yeah, they're down in the lower right.
Riverton.
Yeah, by the outer city area. I have to zoom it out.
sorry.
The camouflage with the town.
Yes.
It's a big town.
You got to zoom all the way in, and then you're still small.
Yeah, I'd say that we just go ahead and work our way in, and I would say if anybody sees anything, if they want to look for something else, we can always stop, I guess.
But yeah, it's a big city, a lot of people moving around. You see a lot of, little carts moving in and out, a lot of horses, a lot of just idle chatter, people walking around doing stuff. You guys have spent so much time in the wilderness and in these small little towns. This might be a little bit of a shock. It's like, whoa, like, man, this place is like crazy.
Yeah, been a long time since I've been in a big city like this. Since I've been in Waterdeep, that's been seems like forever ago.
There are too many people in these areas.
Oh yeah, you're from a small little country town or something like that, right?
Yep.
Where was that again?
It's a small little village. It doesn't really have a name.
The village doesn't even have a name. Okay. That's-
Hold on one second. I'm gonna have Gex give me a insight check.
yeah, good idea. I was feeling a little sus about that kid. Nope.
Yeah, you think it's a little strange that a village or a town wouldn't have a name, but if he says it's got no name, all right, I guess.
Yeah, I'm used to a big city. It has one name, so hey, doesn't have a name. Doesn't have a name, I guess. I don't get out much in the country, other than hanging out with you dudes, chasing down crazy cultists. Um, Looking around here, I would think kind of maybe definitely keeping an eye out um, for potential places that where major cargo might come in, where they might be transporting larger crates of stuff.
Okay. Yeah, the area that you're in now is kind of like a little farm area. There's like a lot of cattle and pigs and that sort of thing. You would imagine that a place like this would be used to help feed the city. You know, a big place like Baldur's Gate has like almost little cities or little towns as part of the bigger city. So you're kind of going through these small little areas.
We seeing any shops or anything like that along there, or you say it's still pretty remote, kind of rural-ish for the suburbs, I guess.
You probably saw a shop or two back at Twin Songs, but it would have been like really small. This area you're in now, there'd be no shops other than the slaughterhouse, which would have been labeled on the kids' map.
And even though Gex is definitely hungry, we definitely don't want to stop.
And you gotta eat sometime. What is it with you guys?
We're not having raw pig.
I wouldn't want the raw pig. We could get the meat and then cook it. I'm just saying, cheaper.
By the way, chat, I will mention that we did the shopping episode off stream, so we're not going to spend like 2 hours going through shops. That it's basically already done. But if the guys wanted to do anything else, I'm cool with that.
I mean, basically just mentioned it for RP purposes.
Yep, same.
Yeah, the area that you're in now, you see a few more shops and like a little inn type place. This definitely seems like you're entering in an area with a bit more commerce and yeah, you looked at the map and there was like a chapel and there's like a theater.
Okay, definitely keep an eye out for that elf tavern tavern or whatever.
According to the map, it's in the main city, and we're not even to the main city gate yet.
Hey, well, I can't see over you guys' horse, so, I'm just making sure you guys keep an eye out for it.
Was this not the main city?
Oh, I forgot.
And already way too many people.
Forgot we got the country paladin with us. Yeah, you're going to see a big city here.
You do know that most monasteries are out in the country, right?
You should be able to start seeing the walls of the city by now.
That is impressive.
Yeah, I gotta wait around the shiny armor here. I can see it now.
Yeah, and the big mountain you guys have been going around, you've probably been on horseback for a solid 45 minutes. Just going around this area so far. Plus, you're being slowed down by, like, other traffic, basically.
What? You mean we can't just brush through them like we would in Baldur's Gate 3?
I mean, you could try and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm not with him on this one.
No, I didn't like how he said that.
There's a funeral arrangement place right up here if you try it.
Yeah, as you approach the lower city Basilisk Gate, you see a another, like, younger child, this one a bit older, maybe 10, 11, 12, again standing on, like, a little barrel, and you hear him yelling out on how they are looking for guards for the caravan that leaves in a day or day and a half.
Huh. Does anyone find that interesting and odd that they would be hiring people at random for that?
Trying to get, just knowing from the road and such, going from here all the way up to water deep and further north. They're all kinds of bandits and such. So yeah, hiring people, it's a big time. Yeah, always looking for some guards and such. Hey kid.
Yes, can I help you?
Who exactly is hiring or whatever?
The registrar's office.
Okay. Here. Hey, who's got the map?
I probably do, since I'm up front.
Okay. Hey, could you, hey kid, can you show us on the map what exactly that is?
Yeah, if you're looking to join the caravan as a guard, I can tell you they pay very well, and they'll want you to show up on the morning of the 1st. You'll head over to the Black Gates. Sort of where the Black Dragon Gate is, you'll find the registrar's office. Actually, you'll probably see the big line of carts there as well. It's hard to miss.
Okay. When he mentions that date, does that date align with what we got, the information we got?
Yes.
Uh,
This would be something worth checking out.
yeah. Hey, thanks, kid.
Yep, that's why I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, here's a silver for you. Just in case you're not getting that much paid. Here you go. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Hey, you're welcome.
All right, short round. You wanted to go to the Elf Tavern?
No. Yeah. I didn't exactly. The kid mentioned it, but he didn't think too much about it. But we could still check it out. Jonathan was the one that mentioned about going there, so because he thought maybe druids would be there.
It is kind of the opposite direction from the Low Lantern that you guys wanted to go to.
Yeah. Low that. Well, we go right in here. Yeah. I don't know which one you want. Low lantern. I got the shop though. I guess he said there's a shop nearby.
It's the smiling boar that the kid had mentioned.
And his cousin worked at the shop near the Low Lantern. You're not paying attention to what I say. Come on, man. What is this?
Yeah, no. Yes, but he also recommended the smiling boar. That's why I was
It's
wondering
over by
what that was in relationship.
It's over by the temples or whatever.
Oh, seems like we're a ways away from there.
Yeah, this way you get to sell your stuff and then we move on.
Sounds good.
So as you guys are riding down one of the streets, there's a man in a cloak that like quickly approaches Jalen, and he says, "Pardon me, my lord. May I have a word?"
Yes, what is it?
I recently lost my job. My family is starving. Is there anything you could do to help us? Do you have any spare change?
I'll toss him 5 silver.
Ah, generous, my lord. Thank you. Thank you.
As a kid kind of approached and said that, Gex is looking around, like behind us and to the side there to see if there's anybody else popping up when he does this.
Not at the moment. So the guy takes the money and kind of jets off pretty quick.
Gex is like, just in the back of your mind. That felt like a shakedown, but nothing happened so far. Anybody following us?
Not that you've noticed. So you guys approach the low lantern. And you do see that it's a tavern on the docks. Since the child didn't know what it was. And you guys are
Well, that place is probably rough and rowdy.
Yeah, and you guys can definitely see the water. You can see the docks. There's it's generally smaller boats. There's maybe some like smaller to medium sized like ships docked, but it's generally like smaller, almost like row boats or, you know, something of that size. You see like a ship like unloading crates, and there's maybe another one that's like loading up crates, like getting ready to leave, that sort of thing. So it's definitely bustling.
Are there any shops near this tavern?
Yeah, there's a shop directly across the street.
Yeah, there's your shop. Right there.
So we probably would have just gone in, sold our stuff, and found stuff that we liked and bought it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Gex, the only thing Gex would probably, he would have asked you if that Easton was working.
Easton. Let me think. Oh, I think that was a young lad that worked here a couple years ago.
Oh, okay. His cousin recommended the place, so I just want to thank him. You know, that's it. So, anyway.
So where to next?
So I guess just to double
The way
check, did you want to try and find to see if the Emerald Enclave was in the city? Is that kind of what your goal is?
Yeah, once we get over and find like a druid hall or something like that, we'd probably ask around there.
Yep. So heading on, or anything else you guys need to do right around here, or
No, I do want to go out and scope out where the registrar's building is and get an idea of where that's at so that we can get back up there.
yeah, it's a good idea.
So yeah, I'll say you guys you make your way to the Black Dragon Gate. Yeah. And as you walk through the gate, you see there's basically a straight road that goes out of Baldur's Gate. And you already see that there are some carts like already lined up and ready to go for the first. And then as you're looking around, you do see an office that has a sign, or I guess I should say a building that has a sign that says, like, register's office on the front.
Well, I think we found the register's office. What type? What do you think we can find here that's useful?
I just want to check it out, the area, check out the lay of the land in case, when we come back, we might have to, not necessarily be seen or, you never know what's going to happen.
And you've become quite familiar with how these cultists and these acolytes look. They seem to be pretty, geared the same, and so far you have not seen any of that. But then again, you have walked through like a lot of people. It could be that, there's somebody that walked by with a red cloak, and you don't know if they're a cultist or just a normal person. So if they're here, they're blending in very well.
Okay.
But around the Black Dragon Gate, you don't see anybody that looks like them.
So, what's the play? Do we go in there and ask some questions, or just keep looking around?
No, I think for now we just lay low. We want to just get lay of land, see what's around, see what other buildings are around, vantage points, disadvantage points, that kind of thing. And then we can move on to our next objective.
Yeah, as you guys were standing here kind of looking around, you did see like a couple people go in and out of the register's building, so it definitely is open if you wanted to take that route.
I don't think we need to take that route right now. We don't want to make ourselves seen. There's going to be a lot of people probably showing up the day of, and we just blend in with that crowd and see how things go. Regardless of whether we're in a big town or not, we're going to stand out as not your normal everyday person.
It's me, isn't it? Let's go ahead and say it. It's me.
No, they just don't see you. How many times you almost been stepped on already?
Hey, I'm on the pony, that's right. But
And we
I get what you're
lost
saying.
on the pony?
I'm very careful. But I get your point. So, so we won't blend in tomorrow. You think we ought to check out, maybe find some of your druid friends or whatever?
Yeah, we can keep heading on over to the temples area and see what's around. See if anything looks like it would be kind of associated with that style of druid circle or something like that.
Is there a guard nearby?
Oh yeah, you've seen guards all over the place. Yep.
Excellent.
Gax wants to roll intimidate against one of them.
No. Okay. Hey, can I see the map there, Jalen?
Yep, there you go.
All right. Gex is just gonna ride his pony, Daisy, right over towards the guard. Hey, how you doing?
Fine day. How are you?
Yeah, it is a very fine day. Lovely city you got here. I'm new to it. Mostly hang on Waterdeep myself. So I was wanting to pay tribute to some druids, maybe. Trying to figure out I want to get closer to the land. Okay, I want to think about that. Maybe go that route as far as worship. How would I go about doing that? Do you know a temple nearby? Maybe I could check out.
As you're saying that, he's giving you a really weird look. Like, okay. Yes.
I know. You don't. Yeah. Can you show me on the map here?
That's an interesting request. If you head south, there's a place right about here, as he's pointing on the map, Manor Born. I think that will be the place you're looking for. Or at least they'll be able to help you point you in the right direction anyway.
Excellent. Great job you're doing here, Gordon. Thank you, sir, for your service.
Carry on, citizen.
Karen nods and pulls back on Daisy's head and moseys back on to Jalen. All right, here you go. We're going for
All right, what are we doing?
He said here, look, you're right on the map, Manor-born area. Manor-born area. He said that's where I want to go for the druids. You want to get in touch with the land again. So, I don't know. That's, I thought, hey, why not just ask information, right?
It's still a pretty big area, but okay.
It's a pretty big city.
So you guys spend about the next half hour getting down to the Manor-born area.
Come on, seriously, when we go stop for lunch?
Yeah, as you get in the area, it's a very nice looking little area. It's probably the most green you've seen anywhere in the city. Very well kept.
Oh, I know areas like this. I'm staying on the horse. I'll get blamed for something. I know.
See anything that any clues to where we need to go, Jalen?
No, not really. This kind of looks like a more of a well-off neighborhood.
Give me a perception check, Jalen.
$26.
Okay. So as you guys are riding around that area, you know, there's like a maybe a big central building, and then there's some like smaller buildings. It's like as you turn one of the corners, you notice a marking on like one of the buildings, kind of like lower down towards the foundation. And it has like
Okay.
you can kind of tell that the marker is like pointing in a certain direction.
Okay. I think I see something that would indicate where we need to go to contact some agents of the Enclave. So I'll follow that direction. I'll show them. Well, actually, I won't show them the marking. I'll just see it and kind of follow that direction and look for more.
Yeah, so you go for like another like 2 to 3 like blocks, and then you manage to find the symbol again. There's a building that has like a couple of like potted plants out front, and the symbol is on one of the potted plants.
Okay. I think this might be the place, and I'll go inside and look around.
So yeah, you enter in the building and you're pretty quickly approached by a human male with a little bit of a dark beard, long black hair, and he's wearing like a robe. And he says, hello, how can I help you?
Just looking around for a few minutes. We're new to the area, just trying to get the lay of the land of the building or the area, and your building looked interesting, so I decided I would come in.
And what about our building made you interested in our establishment?
Well, I am a cleric of Shantia, and there was some markings on the potted plants outside that looked familiar as part of an enclave that operates out of the same town that I was raised in.
Oh, interesting. Well, if you would like to further follow that path, if you go down this main hallway here and circle around to the right, there'll be a staircase that goes down. It might be something you're interested in.
Okay, thank you. Is there anything else in the building or in the entryway that would be of note, or just the man with the black hair?
Yeah, just the man, black hair.
Okay, so we'll follow the hallway down the stairs.
So you make your way down the stairs and you see a door with the symbol on it.
Okay, I will knock on the door.
All right, and then the door opens up just a little bit, and you see a young lady answers the door. Sort of long brown hair. You do see that she's an elf as well, and she says, "How can I help you?"
Yes, I am a cleric of Shantia from Golden Fields, and I noticed the mark of the Emerald Enclave outside, and I would be interested in speaking to somebody of my adventures and maybe get some updated news since we've been out in the field for a while.
I see. Hold here one moment, if you would.
And out of character, my amulet of Shantia is, outside my armor.
Okay. So she closes the door. And you guys kind of stand there for a minute or two.
It's gonna work, isn't it, Jalen?
I don't know. I don't know how they operate too much outside of where I'm from. I mean, they have a main enclave there, so it's pretty open.
So yeah, after a minute or two, the door opens widely, and there's another elf there along with the lady. This one is a male elf, blonde hair, and he as he opens the door, he kind of gives the three of you a good look. Welcome. This way, please.
I'll follow his guidance.
So the lady, as you guys, if the three of you walk through, following him, the lady positions herself behind you guys and closes the door, and then follows you. So he takes you to like a little sitting room. There's like a little fireplace going.
Okay, and then I would introduce the three of us and, tell him that I'm from Golden Fields, and then kind of the backstory of what took me to Burdusk, and just kind of catch up the story from there.
So at some point he brings out like a notebook and almost starts taking like notes.
Okay, and then once I explain, circle back and explain that, I wanted to be able to pass on the information I've had, because we've been out of contact for a good while, and then also pick up any new news that would help us and on what our next mission is.
Yes, an interesting story. I can confirm that we have also heard reports of this dragon cult up and down the Sword Coast. Many towns and villages getting attacked. They seem to be staying to the smaller settlements. They haven't been bold enough to attack any cities of any size. I don't know if they don't have the forces or if they're cowards or what. Even though we have reports of that they have dragons and other creatures under their command. Have you seen any of these?
Oh yeah, that in green is the big dragon. I think he told you about that in the story or whatever. We have a big dragon down there.
But you have no idea where these larger dragons went?
No, not at this time. They just, obviously flew out of sight from us. The camps that we encountered, we cleared out, but didn't find a whole lot of information other than a message about a caravan leaving here within the next few days.
Yes. The first voyage of the Tradeway caravan leaves in a day and a half. So you're thinking that the cultists are using the caravan to run supplies to the north?
Yeah, it's kind
Not
of information we got.
100% sure right now, but that's what we want to find out.
It definitely wouldn't surprise me if they're already in the city. It's going to be nearly impossible to find them. I would suggest that we wait till the morning of the 1st. The caravan will be fully assembled. And then maybe we'll be able to inspect each one. But I don't know if that'll work either. They always hire guards for the caravan. It might be wise for the three of you to actually get hired on. And then in the time that it takes the caravan to head north, you'll have quite a bit of time to go through each cart and figure out how many of them are from the cult. Or yeah, something
That was
similar to
definitely
that.
one possibility. We're looking at that, and you're looking at what other type of people they might have been hiring, what other comings and goings that have been happening in the area that they. It sounds like they're recruiting from.
Yeah, two other interesting points that have come up. Have you heard of this Resmir?
We have.
Yeah, it appears that he is either their leader or one of their leaders, Dragonborn, from what I understand. If we can track down him, I think that will definitely do some good. Maybe even take him off the map, so to speak. So you mentioned a black dragon. I've heard reports that they've got several other large dragons. But yeah, we've got to figure out where their main base of operation is. They may even have more than one. Yeah, I'm afraid the Enclave here can't give you too much more than that. We're still very much in the development stage of this situation, even though it's been happening for months. Sometimes word across the Sword Coast is slow.
I understand that, but if we could get messages back to Golden Fields and Burdusk, that would probably help us out a lot in the long run.
I can manage that for you. So what is your plan for the caravan?
Well, you
Go ahead.
you mentioned inspecting them. Do you think that's something you could do, or do we need to maybe try to get jobs as guards, or both? Maybe, I don't know.
Both would be a great option. The
Getting jobs as guards.
I'm sorry, Mr. Jonathan. What were you saying?
I was just saying that the getting the jobs as guards probably is one of our best bets. Something we could do. I'm not sure about the other option.
I agree. If we are able to place our own spies, hence the three of you, within the caravan, as I mentioned, it would give you a couple months to figure out who in the caravan is with them, and then you'd be able to track their movements once they get to Waterdeep. As far as inspecting before they leave, the caravan is under the protection of the trade association. I don't know if I could pull those kind of strings.
What kind of jurisdiction? I know, big word. That do we have if we are your spies or we're on the caravan? Just curious, you know.
Well, we have an enclave in Waterdeep. I can give you all of that information. It's also possible, because the caravan, I'm quite familiar with it, will run through several small towns as it heads north. If you find out anything, you could hire a messenger to then relay that back to Baldur's Gate, to me.
Okay, that answers my question. You just want information. You don't want us to, like, stop them, right?
Well, if you happen to come across this Resmir and his dragons, feel free to do what you can. He kind of chuckles as he says that.
some of them. It was not pleasant. But the information part, I think we can do. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully we don't get sniffed out too early.
Oh, you look like a capable bunch. I'm sure you'll be fine. By the way, if I failed to mention it, my name is Verlin Ashgazer. And I am the head of the Emerald Enclave in Baldur's Gate. But yeah, if there's anything else I can help you with here in the next day, let me know.
I think the one last thing that we would ask is if you know a place where we could stay the night.
Actually, if you wish, you could stay here at the Enclave. We don't have much, but a few drinks, good food.
That would do us well for the night.
Well, good. We'll get you settled in.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good. One question, if I may.
Of course.
When's lunch? You got anything around here for that?
Of course. I can have something brought in.
Excellent, thank you.
Always with the food with you.
Hey, come on. We're gonna be spies for him. We gotta be keep up fitness and everything like that.
Right.
I want to grow up big and strong like you.
You might be missing a couple of feet there for that.
Wow, that was a joke.
I know.
Did you? He just kind of chuckles with him. All right. So if she stepped away or whatever, is it just us three there? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys okay with being spies?
Seems like the logical next step of our quest.
Well, I meant with the lion, deception, and all that stuff.
It's for a good cause. I'm in.
Okay. And you, Paladin?
Quiet.
What's that?
I can. I'll defer to you in a situation that's not ideal.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna stand out or anything. All right, but give it your best shot. You know, I'll try to step in if I can. But I get you. That's why I asked. That's why I asked. That's why I asked.
So yeah, you guys spend the rest of the evening at the Emerald Conclave. The next day, you spend that going to the shops. You find some like good blacksmiths, some other shops, upgrading your gear, your weapons, and all the other stuff that we had talked about.
Does the smiling boar have a boar?
It does not.
Right, noted. Sorry, kid, doesn't have it.
But yeah, we can jump to the morning of the 1st. So it's about 7 a.m. So where are you guys at and what are you doing?
Jax is wondering why we gotta wake up so early.
I'd assume we'd all be over at the at Black Dragon Gate.
Yeah, plan would be to get up, do the normal morning sabbatical items, and then head over to the Black Dragon Gate. Probably getting there, a little earlier than required, but not, too early that we would stand out.
Yep. So yeah, so as you guys, make your way from where you are up north. Again, it's about a half hour to get up there. But yeah, you go through the Black Dragon Gate, and that area is very busy. So you now see a full line of carts that are basically ready to go. They're getting prepped. Some people are like still adding stuff, so forth and so on.
This should be interesting.
Should I don't know, the vice should approach the register's office. Probably not the best idea.
Yeah, they'd probably think that you were wanting to spy for your little goblin king.
The goblin joke's already great.
That wasn't a joke.
I don't have a goblin king. I'm not even part of a clan.
I didn't say king. I said kin.
Oh, I didn't hear that last part. It's too early. It's way too early.
I would go to the register's office and register the party as guards,
Okay.
as adventurers who are looking for work.
All right, so we will RP this. So you walk into the registrar's office, and you sort of approach a man behind the desk, and he says, "Gentlemen, how can I help you?"
Hi, yes. My party and I are adventurers who are looking for a decent paying job, and we saw your. We heard that your caravan was looking for guards.
Yes. He made it just in time. Let me give you guys a quick look. You're actually pretty well armed. All right, so he sits back down and he grabs a couple of ledgers. All right, gentlemen, here's the deal. So the caravan goes from Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep. The journey is 750 miles. On a good day, the caravan is gonna get about 15 miles a day, depending on conditions. The trip is expected to take about 2 months. Now, let me see here. He's like looking through his ledger. Okay. There's a merchant by the name of Rupert Grayson. And he will hire all 3 of you. His rate is 10 gold per week. So if you actually make it on time, 750 miles, 2 weeks, 50 miles a day, he'll get you about 80 gold apiece. Does that sound fair to you?
It does sound fair.
Okay.
Ask him about bonuses. Ask him about bonuses.
Are there any bonuses for arriving on time?
For that,
Because
you would...
I presume...
Sorry, go ahead.
I presume part of the reason he wants guards is to try to prevent delays so that he gets there on time.
Absolutely. For any bonuses, you would have to talk with Rupert yourself. For now, I can only offer you what he has told me.
I understand.
So if you the 3 are in agreement, I will have you sign this.
Looking over the document that he wants us to sign, is there anything fishy about it?
No, so it lists all of the different carts, and it lists like the party leader's name, and then there's a place for like signatures under it. So you'll see, so you'll notice when you're looking at the list that it's 23 carts long, and that Rupert Grayson has got carts 18, 19, and 20. So he's towards the back. So behind him is 21, 22, 23. So he's wanting you to sign, the 3 of you to sign for the 3 spots of 18, 19, and 20.
My character would go ahead and sign it.
Okay.
Of course, I can't sign for my companions.
I would sign.
Since he's lower and I would up kind of down, am I out of line of sight?
Sorry, what was that?
With Gex being lower and sign it, would he actually be a little bit out of line of sight?
So are you going to take the parchment and kind of like bring it down to you? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, since everybody's signing, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. While he's doing that, he is going to try and look at any of the other names and try to maybe jot those down on his hand or something like that. Just kind of give an idea of like some other names or something like that that we might recognize later.
Okay, I'm going to have you roll me a deception check.
We're gonna apply luck on that just in case.
And this is where he rolls in that.
Well, we're gonna apply luck and get advantage on the roll. I didn't need it. 22.
Okay. So you are able to successfully write down all the names. But as you're doing that, you're taking a very, very long time, and the guy behind the counter will say, pardon me, sir, are you having an issue with something?
Just thinking about it. So 2 months, is that really? It's a long time. So, what sort of accommodations are we gonna have? So you're just kind of mumbling up different stuff like that.
Yeah. It'll be whatever Rupert has for you and what you're bringing on your own.
So are we just grouping with just ourselves, or other wagons, or I still try to write down more names?
Mr. Rupert will explain all of this when you meet him. But
Okay, that's fine.
but basically, you're responsible for guarding his 3 carts. This is not his first time on the caravan. He is one of the more generous patrons that we have. I believe, and I could be mistaken, I believe the guards that he normally hires, he encourages them to protect the entire caravan, but again, you'll have to confirm that with him.
So then after he's like taking all this time, he's like, he like, because he's sure that guy's like standing up by now. So one sketch is like, he's like, got the thing, and he's looking up the guy now. Hey, here's an idea. Unionize. Get all the gods together. You set the price. You set the conditions. Something to think about. Here you go.
Okay. Very strange.
I give Gex a little bit of a kick.
Hey, what? Hey, a group of people working together, I'm telling you. He could be making money. I'm just the ground floor. All right, here you go. Here's a paper, buddy.
All right, Mr. Grayson, we'll meet you outside. He should be out by his carts. And again, it's towards the back. If you count from the back, it's 18, 19, and 20. By the way, he is a dwarf, if that helps.
Wait, are you saying he might be shorter than Gex?
What is it with you height and everything like that? Why is it always got to be that?
Why wouldn't we?
So do you guys make your way outside to go find him then?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, you make your way to the carts that the guy mentioned, and when you get there, you see a dwarf kind of inspecting his carts, and he's like tightening some ropes. And if you're curious, he looks like this.
Nice beard.
Nice.
Why is my thing lagging so bad?
It took a while for mine to pop up.
But yeah. So he doesn't immediately recognize you guys because he's like fiddling with his stuff.
Actually, on the way, Jalen,
What's up?
you got the map?
Yeah, here you go.
Thanks. I just need some paper. So Gex is scribbling down the names as we make our way towards the Rupert's cards and stuff.
Yeah. Out of character, I will give you guys the entire list in Discord.
Awesome.
So the 3 of you approach Mr. Grayson.
Are you Mr. Grayson, sir?
I am. Are the three of you to be my guards for
we,
this journey?
Yes, yes, we are.
Well, I must say, the three of you are quite a.
How often?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, so I was just gonna say the three of you are quite a bit more well equipped than the normal ruffians that get hired for this job. Especially you. And he's got like a cane. He kind of like smacks your armor. That's
Oh,
John.
I'm just a paladin. I'm just a paladin who has found myself entangled with these friends, and we are just looking for work for the next few months.
Hey, Paladin. I can't say I've ever hired one of them before. And how about
It gives me a few handy skills.
and how about you two? What are your names?
I am Jalen.
Name's Gex. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. And Mr. Paladin, what was your name?
My name is Jonathan.
Well, good to meet all of you. So here's
I hear that. Sorry.
so yeah, here's my carts. I don't know if you've ever heard of me or not, but I'm one of the most famous fur merchants in Baldur's Gate and Waters Deep. So the first two carts are full of the finest furs across the land, and then my third cart, I own a small tools business. I work with some blacksmiths, and we make some fantastic tools. And so yeah, all this is getting sent up to my shop in the Waterdeep.
Very nice.
So, the breakdown and stuff. Is there anything we should know or something you specifically want us to do?
Well, I'll drive the first cart. I'm gonna need the two of you to drive the other two, and then the third one can, sit with one of your friends or whatever you want to do. We don't really have room for your horses. Don't know if you want to sell them while we still have time, or what you want to do.
Don't have room for a little pony?
Well, I suppose you could tie it to one of the carts, but it'll have to find food along the way.
No, that's okay. Do you recommend a good place that she can get looked after really good?
Yeah, there's actually the stables just right over there. They're Grain and Mortar Stables. But I don't think you've got too much time. I think the caravan is fixing to leave here in about half hour.
Selling the horses is probably the best option.
Out of character, Getch is like, nope, sorry guys, you're on your own. See you later. Me and Daisy are going off, and nah, know, he's all for selling the horse. That's fine.
How much would we get for the horses? And pony.
A pony is 30 gold, and riding horses are 75.
Okay. I've sold my horse.
Careful, don't go spending all that money. We're going to pay it back to the governor. Trust me, there'll be a bill. I just know it.
So does Jalen keep his horse or sell it?
Jalen's going to keep the horse because the horse doesn't really belong to him to sell.
Kind of out of character. When he mentioned that we could, tie the horse to the carts, would he really be open to that, or was he just kind of being, oh, you could, but I don't really want you to?
Yeah, it's you could, but he doesn't really want you to.
Also out of character. I seemed to me like the mayor was giving us the horses, not lending us the horses.
Gex was just making a joke.
At first it was he was lending them, but you guys did so much, he did give you the horses.
That's
Okay,
kind of
so
what I
if they
was.
are horse. Okay, so if they definitely are horses, then yeah, Gex would reluctantly probably sell.
I mean, if we still had the same horses after all this time, I would hope that they were our horses.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We did have them for several months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Gex also thinks that the pony would either really slow down the carts or it'd be really hard on the pony trying to keep up. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll let them talk me into selling it.
Besides, you don't want to pay for the upkeep during the trip.
So yeah, you guys go to the stables, sell the horses, come back, and by the time you come back, you see that Grayson is talking with an elderly man, big, white beard, bald. So you guys come back, and he says, gentlemen, this is Hayden. He's the leader of the caravan. So Hayden gives you guys like a hello.
Nice to meet you.
Yes. I'm just making sure that the caravan is ready to go. We'll be leaving soon.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much on the way of helping out Rupert with his cards.
I think we're ready to go. So, which of you is driving which cart?
I will let them drive, and I will ride with Gex, seeing how he doesn't take up as much space.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. So, Jonathan, you got much experience driving a cart?
Oh, wherever you guys want me.
All right, I can do my best. I'll drive.
And then off in the distance, you guys hear like a horn go off, like burp. And then Rupert kind of turns around and says to you guys, that's the 1 minute to go, horn. So whenever the caravan is leaving, that's our signal that we gotta go. You guys ready back there?
Yeah. Gex would go towards the last of Rupert's cards and get in that one, the 20th one.
Okay. And with that, the train starts to move out of town. And then that is where we will end the session tonight. With you guys part of a big caravan and you're moving out.
Alrighty.
Just as we're heading out, then that's when Gex will show Jalen. Look, I got all the names of every card owner.
Good deal. That should come in handy.
Yeah. Thought that way, if we find anything, we can associate a card with a name. Pass that along information. Cool.
Here, real quick, I'll show you this map. I think I've got this all set up. I don't have you guys in the right carts because I didn't know where you were going to be, but you can position yourself on whatever cart you're on. I think I fixed that, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay.
I see the 3. Where are we?
You're just to the left on the ground. So yeah, I highlighted ours in red so you knew which 3 was ours. They have like a red border around them.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, cool stuff.